Title: She posted me on a cheater's page after one date, then asked me to delete her bikini pic. Chapter 1: Just one date. I met Danielle on a dating app and it felt effortless from the start. Conversation flowed late into the night like we'd known each other for years. I told her up front, I wasn't looking for anything casual. I travel for work, I'm focused on building something real and I like to take my time. She said she was the same way. Our first date was the weekend before Valentine's. Dinner at a cozy restaurant, then dessert and coffee in a quiet corner cafe. We talked about books, family, the best dumplings in the city. She laughed at my jokes. I walked her to her car. We kissed. It was electric. And for the first time in a long time, I felt that old spark again. The next morning I called her. Told her I had a work trip coming up but couldn't wait to see her again once I was back. She sounded happy. Everything felt right. Until Friday. That's when my phone lit up with a message from a friend I've known since we were kids. It just said, "Who did you piss off?" And that's how it started. The unraveling of something that, for a brief moment, felt like it could have been real. Chapter 2: The Screenshot. I stared at the message, confused. Then my friend sent a screenshot. It was a post from a private Facebook group called, "Are We Dating the Same Guy?" Just for people in my city. There was my face. Right there. Comments flooded beneath it. "He took me out once. Kinda boring." "PM me, I have tea." And one that chilled me, "He's angry. Stay away for your safety." That last name I recognized immediately, someone I went out with last summer. She tried to sell me her cat. Repeatedly. I had to block her. I felt like I couldn't breathe. I'm not famous. I don't post online. I've never cheated. And yet, somehow, my face was on full display in a group with over 50,000 people, all dissecting my life like I was some sort of cautionary tale. Then the messages started pouring in. From friends, coworkers, even my neighbor. One person laughed. Another asked if I was really seeing multiple women. And suddenly it wasn't just Danielle anymore. It was me on trial with strangers as the jury. Chapter 3: The Lie Beneath the Apology. I knew who had the photo. Only one person ever saw it, Danielle. So I called her. Calmly. Asked if she had anything to do with it. She hesitated. Then said it was her friend. They'd been drinking on Valentine's. Her friends asked about me, got suspicious when she said she hadn't been to my place, and one of them posted it. I wanted to believe her. I really did. But something didn't sit right. 2 days passed. Then I got a flood of texts. Long, apologetic paragraphs. Finally she admitted it. It wasn't her friend, it was her. She panicked when I confronted her. Said I seemed too good to be true, and after being cheated on in her last relationship, she wanted to make sure I wasn't hiding something. She even sent screenshots of her private messages with other women in the group. I read them all. And what hurt the most wasn't the post. It was how casually they all talked about me, my car, my apartment, my income, even rumors about my sex life, as if I were some product passed around in whispers. And that's when something in me shifted. Not out of anger, but a kind of sadness I didn't expect. Chapter 4: The Spark That Burned Out. I couldn't stop replaying that one perfect night, our date, the laughter, that kiss. It all felt so genuine. So simple. And yet, here I was just weeks later wondering if I ever really knew her. I tried to weigh it all, the apology, the confession, even the fact that she took the post down on her own. But trust, once cracked, doesn't just mend with a few texts. Dating is supposed to be full of hope at the beginning. Playful nerves. Late-night thoughts about what's next. Not damage control. Not Facebook groups. Not this deep, sinking discomfort every time my phone vibrates. I realized I'd been trying to hold on to the version of Danielle I met before all this happened. But that person only existed for a few days, before the post, the lie, the fallout. I told her I needed space. I wasn't cruel. I said I appreciated the honesty, that I hoped she meant her apology. But we shouldn't continue. I thought that was it. Until I got a new message from her. Not a thank you, or a goodbye. Just 5 words that made my chest tighten. Please delete the picture I sent. Chapter 5: Her Final Message. I stared at the text. The picture? She meant the one she sent me before my work trip. The one where she's in a bikini blowing a kiss saying, "Don't forget about me." There was no nudity. Nothing explicit. But it was clearly personal. Now, weeks later, after everything, she suddenly remembered it and wanted me to delete it. It wasn't the request that got to me. It was the implication. Like I was someone who'd take revenge. Someone who'd post it. Use it. Hurt her. I replied honestly. The only copy of that picture is still in our chat. I've never shared it. I never would. Do you really think I'm that kind of person? She apologized, of course. Said she was just making sure. But it was too late. That doubt, after everything she did, was the last little crack I needed to know I was done. So I deleted the photo. Then I deleted her number. But even as I let it all go, I couldn't help wondering, why did I feel more alone now than I did before I ever met her? Chapter 6, What I Know Now. I won't pretend it didn't hurt. Not the post. Not the gossip. Not even the lie. What really stung was the potential. The possibility of something real, something rare. I haven't felt that way in a long time, and for a few fleeting moments I believed in it again. But good things, real things, don't come wrapped in suspicion. You don't start something honest by being deceitful. And no matter how many apologies come after, once trust is cracked that early, it doesn't heal clean. I've dated since my last relationship. Nothing stuck. No spark. Danielle was the first who made me feel excited again. So no, I don't regret meeting her. I'm actually grateful. Because now I know that feeling is still out there. That connection is possible. Just, not with someone who weaponizes paranoia and calls it protection. I don't hate her. I just don't trust her. And in the end, maybe that's all the clarity I needed to move on.